Hundreds of students have gathered at Columbia University in New York to demand the institution cut ties with Israel. The school's president is appearing before a congressional committee to respond to allegations of anti-Semitism on campus. Since Israel's war on Gaza began in October, there have been regular protests at American universities condemning the war. Students who support Palestinians say they've been disproportionately targeted and censored by campus officials. Let's bring in our correspondent, Kristen Saloomey. She's joining us live from New York. And Columbia has been one of the universities most in the spotlight since the war on Gaza began. Kristen, what's happening there today?
Absolutely. Well, we cannot get on campus to show you what is happening on campus, but I can tell you that as of about 4 a.m. in the early morning hours, students entered the main lawn of the campus and erected about 60 tents. They've set up what they're calling a Gaza solidarity encampment, and they're calling on the university to divest from Israel in protest of the ongoing war that's happening there. We can't get on campus because security, you might see behind me in the back, is very tight. There's a lot of police here as well as campus security. And some demonstrators have gathered outside the campus as well. Presumably they're not students and don't have access to the campus. But I do have one of the demonstrators here with me now, and I'd like to talk to her a little bit about what's happening. She doesn't want to give her name or show her face. And why is that, first of all?
I'm afraid that the university will punitively attack me for participating in a pro-Palestinian movement, as they have indiscriminately attacked students of all ethnicities, races, and faiths who support Palestinian liberation.
You're saying that as the president of the university, Manoush Shafiq, is facing a Republican House committee right now, being accused of anti-Semitism here at Columbia. They have pointed to videos of students here on campus chanting Intifada, among other things. How do you respond to the accusations that your protest movement has been anti-Semitic?
I definitely think that the university, although it will bill itself as socially liberal, it is definitely fiscally conservative, and it has many financial ties to the Israeli apartheid and the ongoing genocide in Palestine. So of course it's convenient to fashion a narrative where students who are socially progressive support Palestinian lives. In terms of anti-Semitism on campus, I think this is part of a fear-mongering tactic in which the university is employing a very nefarious strategy of identity politics, which leads to an unfortunate form of populism, the classic adage of divide and conquer.
So, and I hear what you're saying. They have pointed to students, Jewish students, being harassed, in some cases physically assaulted. Have students like yourself faced similar actions from students?
Many of us have faced disciplinary actions, and it actually doesn't matter, like I mentioned, what ethnic background, what faith you follow, what race you are. The student will take disciplinary action against you unfairly and at the drop of a hat if you support pro-Palestinian movements. So actually a lot of the pro-Palestine supporters have indiscriminately been suspended, are unable to attend classes, they have had their health insurance revoked, or they have even been evicted within a 24-hour notice.
Thank you so much for joining us and giving us that perspective. We will continue to reach out to the university to try to get response from them and access to the campus. At this time, of course, the grilling of the university's president and members of the board and an anti-Semitism task force are getting grilled by House Republicans in Washington, D.C. Reporting here in New York, Kristen Saloomey, Al Jazeera.
Kristen, thank you very much for that.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.